Okay, so good morning. I'm Simon Jarvis, and Northwest Account Manager for Siemens Hearing Instruments. I'm here today to tell you about a new feature we have on our best sound platform of hearing instruments called Speech Focus.
Right.
Now the difference with Speech Focus is, like with automatic microphones, we're looking at making noise perhaps more comfortable for the user. The difference with Speech Focus is by the label, we are there to focus on speech. Now, I have an example here to show you where this might be useful as a feature, because what hearing aids typically can do is focus on speech in front of the user, directly in front of the user, or use a microphone that really is going to focus on speech maybe in a quieter environment, but focus on sound all around the user. The difference with Speech Focus is that we will focus on speech behind the user as well. So I'd like to show you this example of an environment where this might be a really useful feature. So we have an example of a car here. Without this feature, essentially we're using a microphone. So I'll just play this file. Essentially we're using a microphone that's going to focus on sound all around. So we're going to pick up the engine noise, we're going to pick up the wind noise going past, we're possibly picking up the tyre noise there as well. And in competition with that is the people that are sat in the car with me. So it might be my child sat on the back seat, or my wife sat on the passenger seat.
Right.
Okay. So ultimately, it's picking up all of those sounds in competition with each other. Okay. So perhaps that's a more difficult listening environment when my child starts to speak to me.
Ah, right.
Okay. Now, what we have in Speech Focus, the difference with Speech Focus is that it will focus on the direction of speech. So if speech is more dominant directly to the side of me or directly behind me and not necessarily in front of me, it will use the most appropriate microphone strategy at that point in time.
Oh, right.
What that means is that I pick up speech more clearly. So if I show you this example with this feature, again, there's still the environmental noise that's there, but as my child starts to talk to me, I use a rear-facing microphone system that focuses more at speech from the back. Now when somebody's talking from the side, or the radio is on, again that's a different position depending on the speakers. It gives me a focus directly on speech at that point in time.
So the microphones within the hearing aid are adapting to the situation that you're in?
Absolutely, they're adapting at that point in time, and this is what's really important. It doesn't stay in that position, it will revert back to a microphone that picks up all sound from all around until it needs maybe information coming from maybe my satellite navigation system.
Yes.
Or, as I say, if my wife's giving me some directions, then that's picking up speech directly from the side of me. Right.
So would the user have to be able to change how the microphone works for all the situations?
No, we calculate this automatically. All the user needs to do is put the batteries in the aid and it works automatically.
That's a fantastic system.
It certainly is.
Oh, well, great. Thanks for that.
You're very welcome.